Greetings, Eric Bakker, New Zealand Naturopath. Thanks for coming back and checking out my video. We're going to talk about some supplements for low stomach acid. So what can you do if you've got low stomach acid? How can you really get the stomach cranked up and get it working properly? One of the most important things you can do, if you've just looked at my video on assessment of hypochlorhydria or low stomach acid, and you think you've got low stomach acid, one of the most important things you can do is to first make sure that you're chewing food properly. If you don't chew food properly, you're wasting your time. So my advice is, if you've got one of these things, which you probably have got, you might have one of these gadgets, is don't eat when you're on your mobile phone. Don't do it. All right? Second one is don't eat when you're watching a computer or watching a screen of any sort. Is try not to be looking at something, while you're eating. That's going to really affect your digestion quite a lot. To me, it's no different from texting when driving a motor vehicle. You can't really pay attention to the road, and see what's coming up if you're, got your fingers pushing down and trying to engage in something else. Eating is the same. You need to really be attendant. You need to be aware of what you're doing. You need to smell the food and taste the food and chew the food. That's rule number one. It's very important to do that. Number two, make sure you've got enough natural acids in your diet, like lemon juice or vinegar. Apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. If you can include these every day in your diet, that's going to go a long way, along with chewing, to improving your upper GI function. And thirdly, there are supplements you can take. So the supplements really depend. If you've got a very flat stomach and you've done some of these tests and you've determined you've got hypochlorhydria, you may need to take some betaine hydrochloric acid capsules, some strong ones. And you can get these from many different suppliers on the internet, many. But if you've got reasonably good health, or if you think that your stomach is okay, but you just want to prep it up a little bit, check out my Candida Restore product. The Candida Restore product I've got here, the green label, and this has got 7 different types of enzymes in it, including protease and cellulase and hemicellulase. So there are carbohydrate-busting enzymes in there and protein-busting enzymes in there. And for most people, that will be a sufficient digestive enzyme to do the job. The great thing about the Candida Restore is it also has probiotics in it. Now, the probiotics are not affected by the enzymes. In fact, their action's enhanced by the enzymes. Because if you can break down the starches in particular properly, right down to small levels, it makes it better substrate for the beneficial bacteria to feed on. So a supplement like Candida Restore is more than adequate for most people. But if you need a very powerful enzyme, I would recommend that you take a betaine hydrochloric acid. So think about that. And if you're going to take a betaine hydrochloric acid supplement, you generally only take it with a protein meal. So if you're a vegetarian, you would take it if you're eating legumes or beans or nuts or seeds. If you're a meat eater, you're going to take it when you're having steak or chicken. Fish, you don't normally need to have a digestive enzyme with fish. But with venison, deer meat, moose meat, deer meat, alligator meat, whatever kind of meat you eat, mosquito meat, I don't know what kind of meat you guys eat out there. But if you've got a red meat in particular, the betaine HCl is going to really help, particularly if you've got a flat stomach. Once you've been on betaine HCl maybe for a couple of weeks or a few months, you could easily move into the Candida Restore product. Don't forget, chewing food and no mobile phones, people. They really affect your stomach. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to click on the link if you want my Candida report. Thank you.